It was a night destined to echo in football history, a night of passion, heartbreak, and unimaginable drama. On April 11, 2018, under the bright lights of the Santiago Bernabéu, Real Madrid and Juventus collided in the second leg of their Champions League quarterfinal. What began as a routine match for Real Madrid turned into a battle that would test every ounce of courage and resolve. The story began a week earlier in Turin. Real Madrid, imperious and clinical, had crushed Juventus 3-0. Cristiano Ronaldo's stunning bicycle kick had been the highlight, a moment of brilliance that silenced the crowd in admiration. Juventus seemed broken, their dreams of glory reduced to rubble. But as the second leg kicked off in Madrid, it became clear that Juventus had come not to surrender, but to fight. From the first whistle, the Italian giants played as though their very existence depended on it. In the second minute, Mario Mandzukic leapt into the air, towering above Dani Carvajal, and headed the ball past Keylor Navas. It was a goal of pure determination, and suddenly, the impossible didn't seem so far away. The Bernabéu fell quiet. The roar of Juventus fans reverberated in the distance. Mandzukic wasn't finished. Just before halftime, he struck again, another header, another dagger to Madrid's hopes. The aggregate score was now 3-2, and the weight of pressure began to shift. By the second half, the match had turned into a war. Real Madrid looked shell-shocked, their usual composure replaced by panic. Then, in the 60th minute, Blaise Matuidi capitalized on a rare mistake by Keylor Navas, slamming the ball into the net. It was 3-3 on aggregate. Juventus had done the unthinkable, they had clawed their way back from the brink. As the minutes ticked by, every pass, every tackle, every decision felt monumental. For Juventus, this was their masterpiece. For Real Madrid, it was a collapse they couldn't comprehend. Extra time loomed, and the tension in the stadium was unbearable. Then came the moment that would define the night, and divide the football world. In the 93rd minute, with seconds remaining, Cristiano Ronaldo sent a hopeful ball into the box. Lucas Vazquez darted forward, the goal at his mercy. Mehdi Benatia closed in from behind, desperate to stop him. There was a tangle, a collision, and Vazquez went down. Michael Oliver, the referee, didn't hesitate, he pointed to the spot. Penalty. What followed was chaos. Juventus players swarmed Oliver, their faces red with fury, their voices shaking with disbelief. Gianluigi Buffon, the legendary captain, led the charge. His words were filled with fire, his gestures wild. He begged, pleaded, shouted. But Oliver stood firm. The penalty stood. The emotion overwhelmed Buffon, and in one final act of defiance, he pushed his protests too far. The red card was swift and merciless. Buffon's Champions League journey ended not with glory, but with heartbreak. As he walked off the pitch, his head held high but his heart shattered, the world watched in stunned silence. Wojciech Szczesny replaced Buffon, stepping into an impossible moment. At the other end of the pitch stood Cristiano Ronaldo, calm as ever. The stadium held its breath. This was his moment, his destiny. He stepped forward, struck the ball with ferocious precision, and sent it soaring into the top corner. The net rippled, and with it, Juventus' dreams crumbled. The final whistle followed moments later. Real Madrid had survived, scraping through to the semi-finals. But there was no euphoria in their victory, only a sense of relief. Juventus walked off the pitch with tears